Where's my water? Oh my god, I need hand cream. Dude, oh my god, did you hear me? Like, drink that? Oh, cut that. Oh my god, no. Guys, hydrate. It's really cold. We're getting copyrighted, so I'll need to change this. Why do I feel like it's professional? Like, I got a mic and I'm holding the mic, so it feels weird. Can you believe it? Like, this is the quality of a mic. Somebody will like record with a TV and they will have like a better audio. You know, I got a couple disclaimers for today's episode. Number one, I have had quite a lot of caffeine. A lot. So I might be like different. Just, yeah, that's a good word. Um, Number two, I, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Wait, just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm sick. I got the flu, and it's been a while, so my voice is still not clear, and I know that my voice is weird. So we're not gonna talk about that. And if you wanna talk, not on this channel. Like, no, because that's my channel, and I can do whatever I want. So. My sweet little beans, my angels, my cute little potatoes. Oh my god, I actually memorized that. You know, I had to check the intro because I forgot it. Yeah. I mean, it's been a month, so makes sense, but it's been a while. I had to check that out. Out of breath, and we still didn't even like record the episode. So it's gonna be messy. I just know it's gonna be messy because I'm not in the right like state of mind to be recording. I know, but I really miss it. Like, I can't express how much I miss recording and just feel like I'm communicating something to someone. Okay. Why am I out of breath? Let me get Gigi. So Gigi is my little giraffe stuffed animal slash pillow. She's really cute. So yeah, as I was saying, I didn't say because I edited that and you didn't hear, but I was talking about like the new year and the new year resolutions and how everyone seems to be getting their lives together and, you know, listing their goals and stuff. I have very mixed feelings about like, you know, new year resolutions and stuff because I feel like yes, it can be a good opportunity for somebody to work on themselves, as in like they feel like it's a fresh start, that they can actually create a new version of themselves or just at least like plan it, you know? I also don't feel like kids are restricted to 1 month, obviously, like that doesn't make any sense. Or a time in general. Like it's not really, you know, you can do it whatever you want to do it. I can't talk this way. I'm out of breath. I'm sick, you guys. Why am I even recording this? I do want to record though. I just feel like it's a shitty episode. But it's fine, you know. It's fine. We're good. As long as I'm feeling good, I think it's cool.
Child. Anyway, so
The goals that I set were not during the new year. I did have a list of goals that I want to work on this year, okay? And I am the type of person that I set goals every single year and then I end up actually accomplishing 5% of them. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, you do you, whatever that works for you. If you feel like you want to set up your goals in the new year period, do that. If you don't, you know, just do whatever makes you comfortable. However, what happened to me is that, like, by the end of summer, it was like end of August, beginning of September. I just don't know what happened. Just so many things that happened, and I feel like I've completely transformed into a different person. Like, and I change. I change a lot, and I accept change, and I love change. But this felt more like somebody has unalived the old version of me and put a different person. I don't know how to explain that. It's really hard to talk because I'm getting out of breath every like 30 seconds, but I'll try to breathe. Oh, now I get it. Because I can't breathe from my nose, and now I'm talking, so I can't breathe from my mouth, so I'm getting out of breath.
نعم إنها المخدرات.
That makes sense. Do you see the sacrifice that I'm making? Like, I forgot to breathe. I gave up on a lot of things because I realized that I was doing things for the wrong reasons. Okay, so let's say, for example, this year, my number one goal was to be in a stable financial state, okay? And in the past, I still worked on that, but it was for the wrong reasons, okay? And you know, when you're doing something for the wrong reasons, it always feels like there's something missing. So, like, you'll start doing it, you're all excited, but then you'll get tired and you'll fed up and you'll end up giving up. And that's what happened to me all the time. Do you actually believe that you want to be financially stable? If yes, that will come easier to you. Of course, you're going to work on a lot. I'm not saying like, oh my God, I want to be a millionaire and then tomorrow I'll wake up and be a million. That, you know, that shit doesn't work, right? Sorry. But like, yeah, you know what I mean. It's just that my goals this year have all been things that I truly want to do for myself. Okay, people in this household do not sleep. And I just want to tell you a few things about my goals when it comes to this year. Not like concrete goals, like I want to succeed in this, I want to graduate, I want to get a new job, but no, it's more about my mental / emotional situation. Like, how do I want to feel? How do I want to live and see things this year? Okay, one of the things that I've always done, and I had people always tell me, like, why do you like, okay, let's say for example, I would want something, okay, and that thing seems to be quite impossible. So the moment somebody will talk about it, I'll be like, you know, whatever, just shut up. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do that. And people will be, no, just, you know, hope for the better, and the better hopefully will come. Like, why do you always reject even the thoughts of you actually getting what you want? So number one goal for this year was to not limit myself in terms of like potential. I don't want to listen to my limiting beliefs anymore, because I will always like tell myself like, okay, you're allowed to dream, but not too much. You're allowed to succeed, but not too much. I was actually the obstacle on my way, and that can be like due to so many things. I for sure have been afraid of like success or just accomplishing what I want and getting to do things that really fulfill me. I would also, most of the time, around certain people, I'll most likely like hide my successes. If somebody's trying to compliment me or just, you know, say a good thing about me, I'll just like, no, you know, it's whatever, you know. If we're talking about education, for example, somebody would be like, oh, she's a master's student, she's graduating this year, and I'm like, you know what, whatever, you know, everybody's getting masters, like, do not even talk about that. See, like, I've always just belittled myself around certain people because I'm either afraid like it triggers something in them. So like, and I didn't realize that if a person actually loves you and appreciates your existence and your journey in life, and just your growth, they will not feel that way. It was just me overthinking and assuming that certain people would feel this way. And this new perspective of being, just open to my highest, greatest potentials is not about like, actually getting everything done and getting whatever I want. It's not about that. I'll try to give you an example. So let's say you have a container and you have some water. You want to fill that water in the container, but the container is small. It's not that big. So you'll end up only filling what the container can fill, okay? However, if it's the opposite, okay? Let's say you have a big container. It doesn't matter the water. If it's a lot of water, if it's just little water, you will be able to fill in as much as you want. The container here represents your mind, your beliefs, your openness to have more, okay? Your acceptance to getting more. And the water is basically what life gives you based on what you are expecting. The second goal that I set for myself is to work on my self-image, self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, whatever you want to call it. I know they are different, but I want to work on all of them. I no longer want to feed upon any low value aspects in me. I don't want to be saying things but not actually believing them, okay? Preaching about things but not applying those things on myself. I wouldn't be like, oh, you have to actually you have to accept yourself, you have to love yourself, love your body, love your skin, love your hair. But then when it comes to me, no, it doesn't work. I actually hate myself. Look in the mirror and I'm like, I hate you. I wish you were skinnier. I wish you were better. I wish you were taller. I wish you were shorter. Whatever you tell yourself. I don't want to do these things anymore. I don't want to be a hypocrite anymore to my own self. And for people who try to actually work on that, they know that it's not easy. You don't just, say things and they become true. You don't be like, okay, I don't want to procrastinate today, so I'm not going to procrastinate. And then all of a sudden you're productive. It doesn't really work that way. It's not simple at all. And you know that most of the insecurities and the low value characteristics that we develop come from like a place of hurt, a place of pain, a place of trauma maybe, and it's always an escape. That's what people don't really realize, is that it's an escape for your inner child. They're trying to protect you. When your inner child is not healed, they will always try to protect you, convince you that, staying in and not going out for a walk will protect you from judgment, probable judgment, from meeting people, from probably getting embarrassed, whatever, those fears that you have. So let's say, for example, I don't go to the gym. I refuse to go to the gym, not because I don't want to, but because I'm afraid of something. Maybe I'm afraid that like I am not going to commit, just like every time, and that probably will cause people around me to think that I'm not consistent, that I'm not serious, that I don't really take care of my body, that I'm lazy, for example. And to be able to move on from these thoughts, it takes a lot of time, number one, and it takes a lot of work and practice. one thing that I'll advise you to do is that you try to detach yourself from your past experiences. Like, stop making assumptions about your future based on what you have lived in the past. Why? You might ask me why. Like, maybe it's actually, we say in Arabic, like the الزمن يعيد نفسه or something like this. So maybe it is actually happening. Logically, let's speak logically. It's not your past self that is you now, okay? You now is a different you from the past one. So it doesn't make any sense that you're trying to include it in every step, like every goal, everything you do, okay? In your present. It's definitely unhealthy, and it will become like an obstacle at a certain point. You will not be able to progress with a version that no more exists. Try to think, like, let it sink in, think about it, okay? You are trying to live with a version that is not here, even if it's like 5 minutes ago, it's not there. You now is not you 5 minutes ago. Number 3, try to fight your negative thoughts with rational thinking. And I know that this one is really hard, because when your mind acts up and starts coming up with all of those horrible scenarios, it's really hard to actually think logically. But always remember that your mind is trying to convince you, like, that you'll fail, or you can do something, or that you're lazy, or like anything negative, because it is simply designed to do that, okay? Just remember that. Because I was reading the other day this book, and it was talking about like the imagination and the power of imagination. It's not the power, but actually the danger. So how dangerous is imagination? And the author was trying to explain the difference between gut feeling or instinct and imagination. It was wild. It was like fascinating. And personally, yeah, as an overthinker, I find myself a lot in that position where I just, build the worst scenarios in my head, and be like, yeah, this is how I'm gonna end up. Like, this is how things will work, and I'll be like, yeah, I have a feeling. It's my instinct. Now, what the author said is that basically that is just imagination. That is just your mind. Whereas if something is happening in the present moment, it's actually gut feeling. So let's say, for example, you met somebody, okay? And in that moment, you felt like, oh my God, this is a bad person. Like, I have a gut feeling that this person is going to hurt me. That's actually instinct. But if you, for example, you're meeting somebody in like 2 weeks, and based on something they like said, or like based on an assumption or a prejudgment, you're like, okay, I actually think that person is really bad. That's just your imagination. So as I started to kind of like analyze all of the things that I was going through, I'm like, it's basically all the time my imagination. I don't have like times where I'm like, it's gonna end up really bad, and then it does. It actually never does, which is insane. Other than that, we build these scenarios just because it feels like it's safe, like you have it all figured out and planned. And is it really? Is it? No. Like, you'll prepare the worst case scenario and you'll be like, what's the worst thing that can happen? And you come up with like the solution, or like the way you're gonna act. But at a very higher chance, there isn't one in the first place. And it takes a lot of your energy because you're always like living either in the past, or like regretting about things, or like wishing you said things or did things, or just assuming things about the future, and you end up actually losing your present moment, and you're not living any of it. The last one, because I cannot feel my back. This girl is really sick. I just realized how tired I am and how out of breath I am, and that must be really annoying to listen to me, but it's actually a blessing to listen to me. Like, why are you saying that about yourself? Aren't we talking about like high value thoughts and inner dialogue? What is this? Okay, right. Living in the present. This was my third goal on the list, is to be present, just to believe in the importance of what life has to offer now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, just now. Whatever I have now, I believe in its contribution to my life. And it's not always like something that comes to you. Sometimes you create the value of things. You know how a few days ago, not a few days, it's been a while, I think it's been a month. Yeah, it's been about a month, I think. When I had this like break from the internet and all of that, and I just stayed in this beautiful, gorgeous village with my grandma and my parents. It was the most beautiful experience. Now, if you think of it, right after that, after I came back, I had to work on a research proposal in less than like 4 or 5 hours, because I had like so many deadlines, and one of them was that. I truly believe that that was the best option, or the best choice for me at that time. Like, that was the best thing that this world can give me at that moment. I don't know if this makes sense. Maybe for some it doesn't. Maybe they're like, oh my gosh, she's insane. What are you even saying? But for me it does. And I suggest you try at least to just change your perspective. I'm not necessarily to this one, okay? Just change your perspective upon things, and see how like, is your life changing? Is your mental health getting better? Are your emotions getting better? Opportunities, everything, relationships. Just try. Kidding me? It's 42 minutes of recording. You bet it will take me like 10 days to record. She meant to edit, and it didn't. It took like 1 hour and a half to edit, so she's just dramatic. Sometimes I just feel like my body's 89. By the way, I just turned 24. Like, yeah. Do you want to say happy birthday? Okay, thank you. Thank you. I thought so too. Right. Oh my god, I forgot. We hit 1.5k on TikTok. The power of that platform though, I'm just so grateful, honestly. Thank you. Thank you so much, because just thank you, for supporting, for being there. Yeah, for being nice and kind. I think that's it. For today's episode. Please take care of yourselves, take care of your body and mind and everything. And if you're having a good time, please enjoy it, connect to it, and have the best out of it. And if you're going through rough times, please know that it will get better eventually. There is no way, like, it will get better as long as you're trying. And just know that you're not alone. Hopefully see you next time. I'm not sure when. Honestly, this girl is struggling. She's still talking. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm done. Like 4 minutes for an outro. I'm gonna edit that. You're not gonna hear all of that. That's a lot. Okay. Take care of yourself, you guys. Stay hydrated. Yes. Drink some oranges. and try some ginger shots, because I've been trying that and it's really helped me a lot. So yeah, I'm just saying. Okay.